Welcome back, friends. Are you guys ready to learn about some really cool dinosaurs today? Awesome. I was hoping so. Okay, so I have three really cool dinosaurs we're going to learn about today. We're going to watch a video on each dinosaur, and then I'm going to ask some questions so that we can review together what we learned, okay? Awesome. So that means you need to put on your best listening ears and your best looking eyes. Very good. Let's put them on together. Boop, boop. And looking eyes, turn them on. Awesome. Okay, and after we're done with this morning circle, I sent Mommy and Daddy little activity booklets that you can do for each dinosaur so that you can always remember the facts you learned about them, okay? All right, we're going to start first with a dinosaur called Apatosaurus. Can you say that with me? Ready? Apatosaurus. Good job. Are you ready to learn about the Apatosaurus? All right, let's check it out.
Apatosaurus, belonging to the sauropod dinosaur family, lived during the late Jurassic and early Cretaceous period. It is one of the largest animals that have ever walked the Earth. Apatosaurus was a huge, long-necked dinosaur. It had four massive, pillar-like legs and a long tail to counterbalance its body. It measured up to 70 feet, including neck and tail, which is longer than 2 school buses, and it weighed more than 30 tons, which is more than 5 fully grown elephants. The giant Apatosaurus lived in what is now called North America. Other dinosaurs that lived in the same area and at the same time were Diplodocus, Allosaurus, and Stegosaurus. Apatosaurus was a plant-eating dinosaur, a so-called herbivore. To provide its huge body with enough food, it had to eat an enormous amount of plants every day. In an arrangement similar to a garden rake, the Apatosaurus jaws were lined with pencil-like teeth. These were useful for stripping and gathering vegetation. To be able to eat fast, the Apatosaurus didn't chew. Instead, it had stomach stones called gastroliths that would grind the vegetation in the stomach. Apatosaurus and some of the other large sauropods needed to have large, powerful hearts and very high blood pressure in order to pump blood up the long neck to the head and brain. To reduce the body weight, it had vertebrae riddled with holes. These air-filled or pneumatic bones weighed only about 35% as much as solid ones. With a very small brain, the Apatosaurus was probably not an intelligent dinosaur. At about 10 years of age, the Apatosaurus became fully grown. It could then reach ages of over 100 years. For a long time, Apatosaurus also went under the name of Brontosaurus, but the technically correct name, Apatosaurus, is now the one being used.
Wow, that was really cool. Let's review what we learned. So the Apatosaurus was one of the largest animals ever. Do you remember when it showed the pictures of the school buses? How many school buses were there? 2, you're right. Apatosaurus was longer than 2 school buses right next to each other. Have you ever stood next to a school bus? Are they long? They are. And Apatosaurus was even longer than 2 of them. That is crazy. Apatosaurus also weighed more than 5 elephants. Do you think you could pick up an elephant? Me either. They're really heavy, right? If we put 5 elephants together on a scale, Apatosaurus would weigh more. Incredible. Do you remember, does Apatosaurus eat meat or plants? Plants, you're right. That means Apatosaurus is a herbivore. Very good, friends. You were listening. Are you ready to learn about our next dinosaur? Okay, this one's called a Triceratops. Can you say it with me? Triceratops. Let's go check it out.
The Triceratops from the ceratopsid family is one of the most recognizable dinosaurs. With its 3 horns, shield-like headplate, and massive body, this dinosaur was for sure a very impressive and intimidating sight. The name Triceratops, which literally means 3-horned face, is derived from a combination of 3 different Greek words. Triceratops roamed the fields and forests of what is now called North America about 67 to 65 million years ago during the end of the Cretaceous period. The Triceratops could reach a length of 26 to 30 feet and a height of 8 to 9 feet, so it was quite a lot bigger than a human being. It could weigh up to 12 tons. In size, it was quite similar to an African elephant. This fearsome and massive-looking creature was actually a plant-eating dinosaur, a so-called herbivore. It probably spent most of its time grazing plant matters, chewing away on leaves and grass like a modern-day rhino. The massive skull of the Triceratops was its most imposing feature and could make up for almost 1/3 of its body. The largest skull found has an estimated length of 8.2 feet. Triceratops had 3 horns, a smaller one on its snout and 2 large ones above its eyes. The 2 brow horns twisted and lengthened as the dinosaur aged. In addition to its obvious protective feature, the huge headplate may also have acted as a radiator, helping Triceratops regulate its body temperature. It is probable that the Triceratops used its horn and headplate to fight with their own species, in mating rituals for example, but also to defend themselves when being attacked by carnivorous predators such as the Tyrannosaurus rex. Several Triceratops fossils have shown bite and chew marks that match the teeth of the T-Rex. When the first Triceratops horns were found, they were first mistaken to come from a giant bison. It wasn't until more bones were found it was identified as a new dinosaur and given the name Triceratops.
So, what did we learn about Triceratops? Do you remember how many horns it had on its head? 3. You're right. 3 horns. And did it have a soft head or a hard head? A very hard head. Do you remember why? Yes, so that it could try and protect itself from bigger dinosaurs like T-Rex, right? Do you remember what animal was about the same size as a Triceratops? What animal do we know today that's about the same size as a Triceratops? An elephant. Very good. Triceratops was about the same size as an elephant. And did Triceratops eat meat or plants? Plants, you're right. It was another herbivore. Great job, friends. All right, are you ready to learn about our last dinosaur? I have a feeling a lot of you are going to know this one. Have you ever heard of a T-Rex? You have? Oh, well, let's go learn a little bit about them.
Tyrannosaurus rex was from the family of theropod dinosaurs. It was one of the largest and most dangerous carnivorous dinosaurs that ever roamed the planet. Its name is a combination of ancient Greek and Latin and means tyrant lizard king. T-Rex, as the Tyrannosaurus rex also is called, lived during the late Cretaceous period about 67 to 65 million years ago. Around the world, fossils of other tyrannosaurid species have been found, but remains of the biggest member of the family, the T-Rex, has only been discovered in North America. Tyrannosaurus rex was bipedal and walked on 2 legs. Its huge head was counterbalanced by a heavy tail. Its arms, which each featured 2 claw fingers, were short but unusually powerful for their size. A large part of its massive skull, which could become more than 4 feet, was made up by the jaws. These jaws had an enormous bite force, making the T-Rex the land-walking animal with the most powerful bite ever. Tyrannosaurus Rex's huge and serrated teeth made it easy to chomp through the flesh and bones of its prey. In total, it had 60 teeth of various sizes, with the largest one reaching around 12 inches. The T-Rex replaced its teeth constantly, each tooth every few years. This ensured that it was always fully armed. Tyrannosaurus Rex was probably an opportunistic carnivore, acting as both a predator and a scavenger. With a large and developed brain, the T-Rex was an intelligent dinosaur. Based on this fact, as well as new fossil findings, new research suggests that it hunted in packs. Hunting techniques may have involved the fast juveniles chasing, catching prey, with the slower, fully grown adults taking over and delivering the fatal bite. A T-Rex reached adult size when it was about 20 years old. After that, it only lived 5 to 10 years more.
All right, let's review what we learned about T-Rex. Did a T-Rex walk on 4 legs or 2 legs? 2 legs, you're right. It walked on 2 very big legs. What about its arms? Did it have 2 very big arms? No, you're right. It had 2 short arms. They were really short. What about its mouth? Was there anything special about its mouth? Yes, it had a very strong jaw and really sharp teeth. Some of their teeth were the size of a ruler. That's really, really big. Do you remember how many sharp teeth the Tyrannosaurus Rex had? It was a big number. 60, very good. 60 sharp teeth. They used their big, strong jaw and their sharp, sharp teeth to catch their prey and eat their prey. Now, if they were catching their prey and eating their prey, do you think they were carnivores or herbivores? Carnivores, good, because they ate meat. Good remembering. And lastly, was the T-Rex a smart animal or a not so smart animal? What do you think? It was a smart animal. You're right. They had big brains and they were smart animals. Very good work. Wow, friends. You guys were really using your listening ears today. I'm so proud of you. We learned about 3 awesome dinosaurs. So now you all have an opportunity to use the handouts that I sent Mommy and Daddy and create some booklets to help you remember the facts that we learned about the 3 different dinosaurs in our video today. Okay? All right. I'm going to let you guys get going so you can get started on them. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.